Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. And today I'm continuing to work on my Margarete Miller Collage Weekly Planner, and we are just moving along. We are already on week number 32, and again, for those of you who are maybe just checking this video out, Margarete Miller has created a whole planner, and you can either purchase the planner or purchase a download with just the prompts, or also the printables that you can see here. And with those prompts, she chooses some different prompts that you can create a collage from. And again, I am also trying to work on my own personal stash of using up supplies in my stash. So I try and choose the first one or two items that meet the criteria of the prompt for my stash, and I try not to think about it too much. And so far I haven't purchased anything new or had to print anything off to complete the layouts, which I'm really happy about. And let's see. So again, for this week, we are on week number 32. And she has some different prompts here. And the first one is a contraption, which a lot of different things can be contraptions. So again, I just kind of dug through my supplies, and I found this little scale, vintage scale that came off of a graphic 45 paper that could work as some sort of contraption. Also, I have these rub-ons from Seven Gypsies that I haven't used, and I was thinking this thing kind of looks like some sort of contraption up there. So I was thinking of maybe using one of those two items as my contraption. The next is a piece of postcard, and it could be from either side. Well, I actually have a digital that I printed off a long time ago from some kit. I don't remember whose kit this one came from, but I figured I could, since it just says a piece, I'll just rip it and use part of it for this. You know, maybe I'll just rip it right here or something, and then you'll just see the postcard part. So I was going to use that for the postcard. And then the next one says something that starts with the letter F. So the first thing I thought about was flowers. And so I dug through my leftover bits and pieces from digital collections, and I found this one with a flower. And then it also said souvenir of friendship, which that F is also something that starts with F, so friendship. So I thought that one would work for the letter, something that starts with the letter F. The next one was a barcode, and so I just used, looked through I had used some stickers off of here, and so there's a little barcode at the back of this. So there's my barcode. And then the next one was a date or anything from a calendar. And again, while I was going through my ephemera, I had this half piece. I think it came from something of Tim Holtz. I used the other half on something a long time ago, but I had this pieces left. And so it's part of a calendar, like a daily or weekly calendar. And so I can use that. And then the other thing that was on here was bonus, something from a magazine. And this is a hummingbird that I cut out of a magazine a long time ago, and I keep on running across it in my stash. And I think I'm going to use it today as my something from a piece of magazine, just to use it up. I took the time at some point to cut it out, so I might as well use it on a project. And I'm not sure if I need to try and grab some other type of background piece of paper, or if I just want to use this one. And I'm just trying to think. And I just had this paper out the other day, so I kind of like that. So maybe I'll just use that as a basic background. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut out this barcode so I have it available to me for layering. And I still might grab out more scrap paper, I don't know. I just like to have something for my base. So maybe I'll just start with that as my contraption one, and if I decide I don't like it, I can always use my rub-on that's sitting up here out of the way. Contraption, a piece of postcard. So maybe I'll just go ahead and rip this to make it look like a piece of a postcard. Something that starts with the letter F. So again, I have this little flower. So I could just put that right there. That would look okay. I still have this contraption somewhere. Don't know yet where that goes. A barcode, so I don't know on that one yet either. something from a calendar. So I have this. So maybe we move stuff down and I could stick that up there. And something from a magazine. Again, I have this hummingbird off to the side. So I could just cut it down too if I don't want to put the whole thing on here. I do kind of like the idea of the hummingbird using the flower. So I'll try this again up here and see. I put that up in the corner. I really like these two pieces like this, so I really don't want to change those around. So I'm just trying to see what it would look like if I cut off part of the hummingbird. And I think what I'm going to do right away is I'm just going to go ahead and ink the edges of this. And also this. And because I know that I want these two together, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right away. And just kind of lightly glue these two together, just so that they kind of stay together on my layout. So when I move them around, I can move them around as one piece. And since I'm inking edges, I might as well ink the edges of this one right away. So I guess there really is no way to make it all fit with the hummingbird feeding on the flower. So maybe I'll just have to have him maybe sitting up here. So that would still kind of work for that. If I go like that. And I still have the calendar to fit in. So I could put that down here or up here. Or I could do it off to the side also. So maybe I'll leave it like that for the moment. So then I would just have these other little things to try and fit in. So I could just put that here maybe. And then that just leaves the barcode. And I could just kind of put that down at the bottom, not knowing where else to put it, I guess. Just doesn't seem to cohesively fit anywhere. Not that the contraption really does either, but... yeah, I could just call that good. I don't know really where to put this piece, but I think that's the best spot for it right there. So I'll just put that up there as my contraption. Otherwise, I could take it out and do this rub on somewhere down here, but I think I'm just going to call that good. I think so. I'm going to go ahead and glue it down, and then I will go through the prompts with you guys one more time and make sure I didn't forget anything. So I will be right back after I glue it all down. So I'm back and I finished gluing everything down, and I'm going to go through the prompts one last time with everyone. Again, we're on week number 32. I chose this little vintage scale as a contraption, a piece of postcard, something that starts with the letter F. I have a flower and also the word friendship, a barcode, a date or anything from a calendar. So I had this little ephemera piece from a Tim Holtz collection, and it has the dates on there. And then also bonus something from a magazine. I had this little hummingbird image that I cut out a long time ago that came from a magazine. And I guess my final thoughts for the layout, again, it's not one that I extremely love, but I don't really hate it either. It's just kind of somewhere in the middle. I do really like the flower and the hummingbird and the postcard elements. Those are probably my favorite parts of the whole layout. And so again, I just wanted to thank everybody so much for watching today. If you want to leave a comment, of course, I do love it when people leave comments. But again, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your week. And until next week, happy crafting. And hopefully I'll see you back again next week for week number 33. Until then, take care.